Hi, welcome back to Miko Prime. So I'm sorry that this cutscene is already this far in. We're playing Warframe, but I'm gonna let you watch this first.
Hidden and asleep, will never awaken.
I got caught.
I'll explain this a little further in detail as like what's going on with this, because I apologize. I didn't realize that as soon as I logged in that this was immediately going to start off like this, and this is just how it immediately started. So I was like, oh crap. I was trying to set up all my stuff here while this was going on. So I do apologize for that. Choose your Warframe. Okay, so to explain what's going on here, what happened in the cutscene was there's this guy who seems kind of villainous, you know, it's coming down to this planet. Meanwhile, this lady is talking who calls herself the Locust, and she's talking about how she doesn't want to like lose another Warframe, and she's like, I can't lose another one of you, you know. And, meanwhile, these guys are breaking into what looks like an area, or they're using a key, whatever it is, in order to, I guess, get to you. So now it's right to here. It says choose your Warframe. And so we have 3 different types. And this kind of just starts you off like really quick, like right into the fray of everything. So Excalibur, a perfect balance of mobility and offense. Excalibur is the ideal Warframe for new players. Slash and dash, you can slash between enemies while slashing with the exalted blade. Radial blind emits a bright flash of light, blinding all enemies in a small radius for several seconds. Radial javelin launches javelins towards enemies, dealing high damage and impaling them to walls. An exalted blade, summon a sword of pure light and immense power. So basically, I know what all this is, and the reason why is because I actually have another account, but I have so much stuff that's already done with it, I don't know how else to record it, you know, because I've already done everything, I've already done most of the quests, I have so much crap to it, so I decided to make a new account. And this is a free online game that you can play yourself. You don't have to have very high system requirements in order to play it, because you can just tone down the settings. But otherwise, it's actually a really fun game to play, and I'll get into a lot more details later on. But so I started a new account so that you guys could see a lot of the quests and what's going on with it. And all that fun and jazz. So I already know what all 3 of these actually are and what they do, but I'll read them off to you so you know what they do. These right here that I'm hovering the mouse around right now are different skills that your specific Warframe has. That's what you control. It's called a Warframe. And these skills that you use, it has different abilities and can also be improved and all sorts of fun stuff. So we have Excalibur, and we also have Mag. With a full command of surrounding magnetic energy, Mag is an expert at enemy manipulation. So the first ability is Pull. Magnetic force pulls enemies towards you, stunning them and bringing them into melee range. Magnetize creates a magnetic field around the target, ensnaring the nearby enemies and dealing damage over time. The field reacts to bullets and shards created from Polarize to increase the damage. Polarize emit an energy pulse that depletes enemy shields and armor, creating shards which become deadly when mixed with Magnetize. Shields of allies touched by the pulse are restored. And Crush magnetizes the bones of nearby enemies, causing them to collapse upon themselves. As cool as that sounds, like, what? So, Excalibur is definitely a character you want to pick if you are not used to this game. But, of course, pick whatever you want. Pick whatever you think sounds like the most fun. I personally, like I said, if you are really new and you're not sure what to pick, I personally would say Excalibur. It's a lot easier to understand, a lot easier to use. Mag is kind of more of like an advanced kind of Warframe character, because there's a lot of stuff you have to pay attention to. Like what I said with the Magnetize and Polarize. The Polarize, if you use these 2 together properly, you can do some major damage. But it also depends on the situation and what the time is right and stuff like that. And then we have Volt. Volt can create and harness electrical elements. This is a high damage Warframe, perfect for players who want a potent alternate to gunplay. So Shock launches a shocking projectile. It stuns and deals high damage to a single target and chains damage to nearby enemies. Speed. Gain a brief boost of movement speed and place a hasten coil, which does the same for allies. Electric Shield. Volt deploys an obstacle of energy, providing cover in any situation. and discharge. Paralyze nearby hostiles with a damaging electric charge. This also shocks approaching enemies. So this is one that's kind of like in between. This is a medium style Warframe where it's not so hard to get into, but it's not the easiest either. Because with your shock, you have to be pretty precise. But once you hit them, you can do a lot of damage. So I'm actually going to go with Mag on this one. Just because I've never actually started with Mag. I've always started with Excalibur or Volt. So here we go.
Wake up, Tenno.
I see the Lotus has tried to wake you. Pity she's too late.
He always looked like a flower.
You are my prize now, Tenno. No. We are taking this one with us.
What has he done to you? I can't lose another Tenno. I am surging your Warframe's power systems. Quick!
What?
Use your power. Defend yourself.
To be honest, I don't know how to do this with a keyboard.
Use your power.
So my friend Dakota is playing with me right now. Dakota, what do I do here? I don't remember how to play. Oh, never mind. It just now told me. Use one to use pull. Oh, cool. Okay. I don't really play with the keyboard controls, so I'm going to set that up later. But, oh. Cool. Oh my gosh, this interface is not good. I can hardly see anything. Sorry if you guys are having a hard time seeing anything either.
An extraction ship is on its way, but the Grineer will be hunting you. Arm yourself.
Okay, so let me change some of the settings here real quick. So I'll just play with whatever keyboard controls it tells me to play with at the moment. There we go. See, you can see at the top right, I have in blue I have shields. In red, oh yeah, hold left shift to sprint. So in blue I have shields. In red I have health. Space to jump. Choose a melee weapon, a Skana or a bow staff. So both are really cool. Bow staff is definitely a lot better for crowd control, but Skana is really good for like being stealthy. But since the Mag isn't really known for being very stealthy, I'm gonna go with the bow staff. Melee attack with F. Okay. Ah! Oh, get fucking wrecked! Awakening Part 2 Melee Combat. Left control to crouch. Oh. Stealth attacks. So yeah, you can go up behind enemies and do finishers on them, which is really cool. So this game has many different ways that you can actually play.
Grab what you can.
Okay, lady. So there's a bunch of different ways you can play this game. You could take this game in a stealthy approach, or you can play just guns blazing if you wanted to. So there's lots of different stuff you can pick from. Like up here, I could pick up kunais if I wanted to just chuck those at people, which are silent, obviously, and they can do a decent amount of damage. Or I could just grab a Latau, which is a pistol, which I'm going to do, because, again, Mag's not very stealthy.
I always called it Lato.
Good.
Lato?
The extraction point is up ahead.
It's very possible that's what it's supposed to be.
Before Laura finds out you've escaped.
Yeah! So the reason why I'm grabbing the Lato instead of the kunai is because some of the abilities for the Mag are pertain to, like bullets and how bullet damage works. So those are little energy orbs. If you pick those up, you regain energy to do stuff like this.
Salvage team, why have you not reported in?
Yeah, I'm actually not using control. I'm using C to slide and such. Because C is just the generic key on a keyboard.
You will require resources to build yourself.
Press F for quick melee. But isn't that my... Oh, that's right, because... Okay. So there's a difference between a quick melee and your normal melee. Your quick melee just pertains to when you have a gun out instead, and you need to melee things on the fly. Whereas, I think if you hold F... No? How do you swap weapons? Okay, I'll figure it out. It'll tell me at some point, I'm sure.
It will.
You made it. There's the extraction ship.
Yay! And it exploded. Well, that's different
You're
and
not
cool.
ready to face war now. Use your melee weapon to block the beam and get inside.
Well, I think the game kind of screwed up.
What happened?
So the tutorials are supposed to pop up. It's supposed to tell me how to swap my weapon to my melee weapon, and all it says is hold. Okay. One of the reasons why I use a controller is
You
because...
need to avoid War's beam.
Oh, there we go.
With your melee weapon, Tenno.
Yeah, get out of here, punk. So one of my biggest beefs with this game is just that, like, the controls for a keyboard anyway are just asinine. You really have to reconfigure it to your liking, otherwise you're
Do
not
that,
going
and I
to.
will guide you to your old ship. It's your only chance.
Let's get up here.
Want to destroy you.
Oh, but Vor's like right there.
Need to know more.
Oh, I can't stand the default controls. Get out of here. Oh, I don't have to actually do much of anything though. Yeah, get out of here.
Get out of there, Tenno. You will have to face war another time, when you're fully restored.
Run!
We're near, my sons. Prepare for reinforcements. We need that 10.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry if it looks like I suck so bad, but like I said, I play with the controller on this. I do not play the keyboard. Hiya! So I press V to swap back, right? To my pistol? Okay, cool.
A Tenno flows like fire over the battle terrain. Do you remember how to dash across walls?
Yeah, kind of. Okay, it's a double jump. Yeah, so basically the way this game works is like, you're basically like a ninja, but you're like a badass ninja that has all these crazy weird abilities that can fight whether they're stealthy or not. So there's a lot. Oh, it wants me to do this.
So what you're saying is you're the good version of a Marvel character.
Yeah, basically.
Shots fired.
Choose a primary weapon. So now I can pick up a Paris, which is bows and arrows, or I could pick up the MK1 Bratton, which is what I'm going to do.
I'm not sure what War has done to your Warframe, but we cannot remove it now. Just keep going. Your ship is up ahead.
There we go. And don't worry, I'll show you guys what it's like to be stealthy too, because picking these doesn't mean like this is how your game's going to be for the rest of the game. You can get every single weapon in the game no matter what. Tap what? Hold what?
Tap and hold, baby. Tap and hold.
I will take a screenshot of this so you can see what I'm talking about. Oh wait, I can't. Shit. You're like, okay, I'll be right back, guys. Alright, we're back, guys. So I don't know what this means. Is it wanting me to swap to this? No? Is it wanting me to do my melee weapon? I'm so confused. Was I supposed to be back here? No, it's up there. What am I tapping or holding? C? Whatever, I'm just gonna skip that.
There it is. Your ship. Hurry. Vor's reinforcements must
Do you know what that was supposed to say, Dakota? Because I don't.
Disengage the suppression system so we can restart the ship. You'll have to bypass the security on that panel.
Tap F to cycle through weapons. Hold S to switch to melee.
Oh, it doesn't show that for me then because I've already...
Yeah, you've changed the settings so it's fucked up.
Well, I didn't change anything. It started off like that.
Well, you changed your Warframe console's default keyboard controls.
No, I mean, like, this is how it was when it started. I didn't change anything. Yeah, get wrecked, a-holes. Yeah. See, I can't use any of the other abilities yet because I haven't unlocked them. In order to unlock them, you have to level up your Warframe. So that's the other cool thing with this game. Everything can be...
The ship is ready. It's time to leave.
Okay. Cool. Escape.
Everything can be...
There we go. Okay. Oh, there's a little cutscene. That's why I stopped. Anyways, everything can be leveled. Any of your weapons can be leveled. Companions can be leveled. Your Warframe can be leveled. Which is really cool because it adds like more variety of what you want to do there.
Operator,
Oh, yay!
you have returned. I am Ordis, Ship Cephalon, a shadow of my former self. I cannot serve the operator in such a condition. Order me to self-destruct. I will understand.
Okay, that was awkward.
The Grenier are ravenous for this old technology.
Woo!
It is superior to theirs. Perhaps there are systems left in the orbiter compartment?
Alright.
Look at this mess. Those savages. Components have been removed. The lower orbiter compartments have no life support. Why did the operator abandon me?
Oh,
Possible
okay.
management could be restored if the operator wishes it.
I don't know why I have that. Okay, here we go. Install segment. Yeah, I now have an arsenal. Okay, so there's not much we can do right now at the moment with this. We can change how we look. That's about it. Random colors, yay! Okay. And there's going to be a lot of stuff in this that you'll look at and you'll be like, what is this? I don't understand what this is. What are you trying to show me here? Don't worry about that. This game is one of those games where it floods your brain with information. And you're like, I don't understand any of this crap. How does this work?
The segment you need is in a nearby data vault. Infiltrate the
Okay,
vault
lady.
and retrieve the segment.
Okay, thank you, lady.
The Ascaris is working, breaking through. I see the shadows of your mind.
Okay, cool. Anyways, as I was saying, it's a lengthy game, sure. But I guess the other pet peeve I have with the game is that it's one of those games where you can either play it like a boss or you can pay to win.
This data vault is equipped with a variety of security measures. How you defeat those measures is up to you.
Okay, cool, thank you. So, it's like I said, it's either a game where you can either play the game like a boss and get everything entirely on your own like that, or you can pay real money for stuff in the game. Which, it's not too pricey, but it's stuff that can add up really quick. Oh yeah, here's another cool thing that makes you like a ninja. If you stand on one of these and press your action button, you're right along the wire. Like a freaking ninja. Uh-oh. Yeah, here. It's not like you're completely incapable of doing shit while you're on here. You can do everything while you're on this. Well, except for some Warframe abilities, I guess. Basically, what we had to do is we had to select Earth. The reason why I selected Earth specifically is because, one, that's where the continuation to this mission is. And two, it's because it's where you have to go. In order to get to other planets, you have to go through what's called junctions first. And you have to meet all the specific requirements for the junctions
You're nearing the
in order
console.
to
Trigger the alarms now.
unlock
Enable
another map in
service
your star
joining
chart.
data.
So that's how that works. Oh, this is... Okay. Veneer force fields trip vault's alarms and drain energy if touched. So yeah, this is one where we need to be sneaky, so we're going to try to be careful here. There's some things that the game doesn't tell you, like this bullet jump here. It doesn't really tell you like how that works or anything. And unless you know where to go. And in your ship, you can find like advanced movement tutorials and stuff, which is really useful to have. So what we're doing right now...
Data extracted.
Oh, there we go.
They won't even know it's gone. The
What this-
segment is yours. Head to extraction.
Fucking Lotus, let me talk!
As every
And you too.
the Ascaris burrows deeper, revealing you.
Okay, cool. You don't sound like a pedophile at all. So this is one of the other cool things you can do, is after you do a corkscrew jump, you can do the slow-mo moment where you're in the air. You can shoot things while you're flying through the air. So again, like I said, a super badass cybernetic ninja thing from the future with crazy abilities that are awesome. It's
Way
not
to
like...
sum it up.
Yeah. The best way I could sum it up. Ah!
Great work. I am
Woo!
pleased with your performance.
Oh, cool. So we got a couple damaged mod cars. Now we have Hornet Strike, Duration, and Pressure Point. We also have a comms segment, which I'll let you guys know what that does in a second when it actually is, well, when it actually pertains to it. Because if I just try to flood your guys' minds with stuff, like, right off the bat,
Tenno, there's a time-limited mission alert available. Check navigation.
I don't care. I probably can't do half of them.
Cloak engaging. Welcome back, operator. The operator has recovered a segment.
Install it now.
Ordis patiently awaits its installation.
Okay.
Get communications
Oh, right here.
online. I must analyze what Vors Ascaris is doing to your Warframe. This technology is beyond the Grineer. It must be Corpus in origin.
Okay, so this is the market. And the market is for
The
purchasing...
operator is now connected with other Tenno in the system. The operator may now contact all black market scumbags. Contact arms dealers.
So what the market is for is you can...
Excellent idea.
Jesus!
Tenno, we need to make contact with a Corpus defector sympathetic to the Tenno cause. They will, of course, require compensation.
Okay.
You see what Otis is referring to, operator?
In this case, compensation will not be credits. It will be freedom. I've updated navigation. You will need to break him out of a Grineer gulag.
Are you done? Are you done for real now?
No.
Shut up! Here's the codex. Now what the codex is for is it displays what quests you have currently going on. So now we have to liberate the imprisoned arms dealer. It explains what quests you have currently going on. Universe is like companions objects. Basically any info you need to know about enemies, which currently we have none. And the only reason why that is because you have to purchase these things called codex scanners. When you scan enemies, it displays their information in here, their strengths, their weaknesses, and what they can drop, that kind of thing. It's really useful. As well as seeing what mod cards do what. You know, it'll tell you what they drop from. As it says down there on the bottom now, this will drop from the Arbiters or Hexus or New Loka, which we'll get into that later on too. Again, I don't want to flood you guys' mind with too much information because it would be really, really hard to get through all that. But, anyways, I think that's all the time I have for this video. I'm definitely going to be making another one, actually probably right after this one, so you guys can see what Warframe is like and why I personally love Warframe. This game is amazing. It's free to play, so you literally don't have to pay anything to play this game at all, except for your internet bill. Pay for your internet bill. Do it. Don't squander that shit. If you'd like to actually connect, or if you play Warframe and you're like, oh, I want to hang out with this guy, send me a friend request. This is my oh wait, okay, it's being blocked. Sorry. My profile name is Hayatoge, and if you look down at the bottom, okay, there it goes. Down in the little chat there, it's spelled like this. So if you guys ever want to hook up or anything, if you want any tutorials, ideas on how to do something, or if there's something you just simply don't understand, you can always hit me up on chat, talk to me that way, figure out what's going on there. But anyways, I'm all out of time for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe if you'd like to see some more of my content. And you guys, have a nice day.